Tonight, as Americans are frustrated over the slow vaccine rollout, Dr. Anthony Fauci says help may be on the way. Johnson & Johnson and AstraZeneca's shots could soon be evaluated for emergency use.
I would imagine within a period of a week or so, or at the most a couple of weeks, they're going to be getting their data together and showing it to the FDA.
Another vaccine can't come fast enough. Of the more than 126,000 people hospitalized nationwide, nearly 21,000 are in California, where healthcare workers are begging for help.
If I could walk people through my building and through the 3 floors and watch people their age and younger than them breathing their last breaths and dying, who are otherwise healthy, it might make a difference.
But on Saturday, as temperatures neared 90 degrees in Southern California, instead of staying home, people gathered at the beach, some without masks. At the same time, Los Angeles became the first county in the nation to pass 1 million infections.
We aren't even close to being out of the woods. Every one of these numbers is devastatingly high.
The county also confirming its first known case of the highly contagious UK variant on Saturday, which the CDC warns exhibits rapid growth and could dominate the U.S. by March. Dr. Fauci also warning it's not the only mutation he's concerned about.
There's another more ominous one that's in South Africa and Brazil. We're looking at all of them very, very carefully.
Megan, so much bad news. What is California doing to try to ramp up vaccine distribution?
Well, Kate, mass vaccination centers are popping up all across the state, including 3 in the Bay Area that are set to open at the end of this week with the goal of administering 10,000 vaccinations a day. Kate?
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.